What up? Nice screw up. How you doing, everybody? Hey, Jeff. Hey, James. Don't know. I don't know how you found yourself in here. Thank you. I know I was on mute. Thank you. I'm shocked to see you here. I do appreciate it, James, but I can tell you right now, no 90s X-Men art in your future tonight. But thank you just the same for coming in. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Comic Art Boston. There you are. Hey, buddy. And Rick, everybody else. Thanks for tuning in again tonight. Really appreciate it. Most of you, of course, know how this all works. For the benefit of those who don't, anybody new here tonight, I'm going to go through the rules, if you will, how this all works real quick so we can get the show on the road, all right? So I'm going to be showing 40 lots for sale tonight. And they're going to be numbered by 41, by 42, etc., until by 80. So yes, the numbering is continuing from last week, which was 1 to 40. The lots are going to be grouped by penciler, not from lowest to highest price. Each lot will only be shown for approximately 30 to 45 seconds in the interest of having a nice, decent pace to this. So the rules, very easy. If you want to buy something, you just have to type the word buy plus the lot number, which will be written on each slide, very, very large and very, very clearly. In the event that there's more than one person who decides they want to buy the art and they've entered their claim, obviously the first person to do so gets to buy the art. You may enter counter offers if you want to, but I may or may not respond. I likely will though, but I say I may not simply because of again in the interest of moving quickly. After all the lots have been shown, I will not be recapping the unsold lots. However, after the show, I will take either claims or offers via email at my email, rubenthedealer@gmail.com. Just be aware that claims at the listed price, of course, would take priority over anybody making offers. And I will be prioritizing any emails based on the best deals I can make for my client, who is Andrew Hennessy, the inker of all these pages, not based on when I received the emails. So for you art buyers, anybody who claims anything tonight, please just email me at rubenthedealer@gmail.com after the show. Or, if you leave early, if you have to leave early, by all means, email me once you leave. Just include the buy number as well as the title of the art, just so we can make sure that we match up everything correctly. And in the email, just give me your shipping address and the contact phone number. That's for the package when I have to ship it out. Most importantly, just so you guys know, let me know when you email me if you would like me to hold the art after you've paid for it until you see the art coming up in the next two shows. So the third Andrew Hennessy show is next Sunday, and I have not scheduled a fourth one as of yet. But you can certainly ask me to hold it in case, basically to save on shipping in case you think there's a chance that you guys may buy something else in the following two shows. And of course, I'll reply back to you guys as quickly as I can once you've emailed me. And last but not least, most important rule, ladies and gentlemen, let's just have some fun. All right, so that's it, everyone. Let me just quickly, before we get going, want to pop in right here to say hi to a few folks. The Buddha, hey, got notified on your phone. Cool, thank you. Because hey, Jesus, good to see you, man. Yeah, some people have been telling me they're not getting the notifications. Well, not many, thankfully. Caesar found and made the show this week. Caesar, let me know if you got notified. But hopefully it wasn't too hard finding it at least. But thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Red Jack. And Marcus, good to see you, man. San Diego Canada Con number 2. I'm not sure what that means. The Montreal Con sucked, though. Gotta say that. Hey, Michael, good to see you, man. Daryl, Ronald. Hey, Ronald, good to see you again. All right, guys. So I guess we can move right on into it. And let's make this a pretty quick show. This time, I'm aiming for 1.5 hours, about 12 minutes less than last week. So let's see if we can get there, all right? All right, and with that said, let us get on to the first page, which is going to be the Bagley section again. And once more, starting off with the all new X-Men pages. And let's do the first one. So this is by 41. Mark Bagley, as I said, it's $250. This is the all new X-Men scrapping it out against the Ghosts of Cyclops. That's the group of baddies that you see. Well, one of the guys is up there in the top panel, and the rest of the bad guys are in the bottom two panels. These are guys that idolized Cyclops, but for whatever reason, they do bad things. They went evil. You got a nice shot there of the whole team in the second panel. Of course, that's the money shot with Angel carrying X-23 to safety. And so it's a very nice page for a nice price. All right. So that's the first one. And we will now go to the second one, which is by 42. This is from issue 4 of All New X-Men and is another X-23 featured page. She's really popular. So I was a bit surprised that I didn't get any bites on any of the X-23. Well, I did get, actually, no, that's not true. I did get Nick buying one of the X-23 pages with the Mole Man. But I'm surprised not to get more action. I've noticed a lot of people going after X-23 pages in the last 6 to 8 months. So anyways, this is a really nice one against the Blob. As you can see, she lunges at him in the first couple panels with his giant fists, grabs her by the head and slams her into the ground. What he does after, well, you can't see because I don't have that page right here right now, but it's not pretty. Anyways, that's 275. And again, a nice, good, solid action page. It was one of the classic premier X-Men villains and one of the newest, coolest X-Men in X-23, Laura Kinney. All right, so let us move on now to by 43. Again, Mark Bagley, All New X-Men number 5, page 3. I really, really love this one because Bagley does an excellent job with the showing emotion on this. Just the shock that Angel experiences, the way he has his mouth covered with his hand as he sees X-23 lying there so badly beaten. And of course, in the 4th panel, 5th panel, the close-up look on his face, the way he's holding her hand, just really, really moving, really touching. And it just goes well with the, given what the violence that Blob has imparted on X-23. So really, really beautiful art. Okay, so let us move on now to the next one. The next one of which is by 44, which is from issue 6, page 10. This is another Blob-centric page. In this case, it's action with Blob going up against Oya. And I know a lot of you guys don't care about this, but I have to mention it. I love how Bagley and Hennessy did the Blob's hand in that final panel. I mean, it is just phenomenal. I love it. That is what an excellent draftsman does. When you hear the word draftsman, if you don't know what that means, that's part of what it means. It's just a guy who can do everything well. And as you guys know, a lot of artists out there just won't take the time to do, a good job on either hands, feet, and whatnot. Because honestly, the hands are pretty much the hardest part of the body to draw. And it's just beautiful. Okay, so not a lot of big fans of the All New X-Men series. That's cool. I still like it, and I felt like I just wanted to give people one last shot at it in case somebody out there is into this stuff. Just a few more to go. Let's skip right to the next one, which is by 45. This is only 2 1/4, and it is from issue 7, page 18. This one features Iceman, Beast, Kid Apocalypse, and Oya in a really cool 3-panel vertical panel page. So very, very nice. Again, just trying to focus on character content and action at the same time. So that's a really, really nice page. And we got a couple of more to go, I believe, guys. Just hang tight with me here before we switch titles. And the next one is going to be by 46. And this one is a splash page featuring Cyclops with a really weird, freaky, cool, interdimensional background. Yeah, just how do you explain that? Just a bunch of weird, bizarre things. For those of you not aware, this series it is the all new X-Men, but of course it features the X-Men from way back from the 60s. They're basically the same characters from the 60s, but time displaced. So that's why I guess you would have interdimensional portals and whatnot here. So very cool, fun little splash for a cheap price. And here we go on one of my last X-Men pieces. Really love this one. Now I had a cover featuring this character last week, and this is a half splash of the Goblin Queen. Very sexy, very beautifully drawn. Kind of an interesting panel in the fact that it's two half splashes, with the top half featuring the Beast's gigantic foot, not the Beast of the X-Men, of course, a dragon beast, slamming down just inches from Oya as she falls back in surprise, with the bottom half, of course, being the Goblin Queen splash. And hey, guys, somebody in the chat, do me a favor. Maybe this is probably not the right place to do it in, or right moment, but like I know that the in terms of Goblin Queen, it used to be Madeline Pryor who was Goblin Queen, but supposedly Illyana is Goblin Queen. Like I'm just confused about those two characters and whether they're both Goblin Queen or whatnot. So if somebody can give me the quick explanation as to who really is Goblin Queen, yeah, because I keep wondering if is it Illyana or is it Madeline Pryor. But yeah, let me know in the chat. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys. So let's move on to the next one. We're doing really good with the time, which I'm very happy about. So the next one we got here will be by 48. And one of the last X-Men pieces. This is only 2 1/4. Not a lot of action going on here, but again, just wanted to focus on a page that had some nice content with nice familiar characters to everybody. So this one has the Angel sitting and chatting with Cyclops as Magneto walks by. Doesn't say a word, just kind of looks down at them, and they look up at him and are like, "Yeah, can we help you, dude?" And he still doesn't say a word as he walks off silently. I just thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, nice images of the characters. But again, if these original X-Men are not to your liking, well, what can I say? Got to show them anyways. All right. So that's that. And let me just quickly, if you don't mind, I'm gonna. Yeah, Rick. Here we go. Let me do this. Fast pace. Yeah, thank you. Well, you know what? The truth is, like I said, I wanna maintain a pretty quick pace. Like, of course, at any point, if it's too fast for everybody, or for anybody, let me know. I will slow down and I will rewind if I have to. I just felt like last week there wasn't that much interest in the Bagley all new X-Men stuff, so I figured it's cool as long as you have enough time to look at it, if enough to make a decision as to whether you'd want it or not. So that's cool. But like I said, we'll keep it going. Now I just see that Comic Art Boston. Hi, Comic Art Boston. Thank you. You have just bought number 48. And yes, my the control room, as you can see, look at the screen. I just popped on his comment onto the screen. It says by 48. It means I've seen the comment and acknowledged it. So thank you, Comic Art Boston. I appreciate that. Let me, just for the sake of it, show here again which one it is for 2 1/4. That's a nice buy. So good buy for you. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. So let me just go into the comments here again and say hello to, sorry, Jeffrey C. He says, I think it's always been Madeline Pryor. Interesting. So here, even you, so you even agree that it's confusing. Confusing part is that the new Spider-Man villain, Queen Goblin. I don't even know about that. And RG says new Goblin Queen is a clone, Ashley Kafka. Oh wow, that's okay. That's cool. Okay, and yeah, Rick, people just need to take notes. Yeah, I mean, you should sort of make notes, make little notes of just all you got to do is jot down, what buy number if you have interest in maybe making an offer later on or whatever. Jot down the number, and that's all you need to do. So I think the pace is fine. But again, let me know if it isn't, and I'll slow down and I'll rewind. Whatever, no worries. Thanks, thanks, James. I appreciate it. That's what I'm trying to find a good balance. So appreciate it, man. And Galactic Crossing. Hey, good to see you there tonight, bud. I appreciate it. Nice pickup, Austin. There you go. So very good. Let us now. CJ, the IG Queen is Sharon Osbourne. Oh boy, I'm not touching that one. Okay, cool. So very good. Let us move on now to Buy 49. And this one is now no longer, well, it's X-Men related, and it's Bagley, but it's not from the all-new X-Men. It's Buy 49. It's $400. It is from Cataclysm, the 4th issue. It is a splash featuring the Ultimate X-Men. Pretty much the entire team. You got Storm, Rogue, Kitty Pryde, Colossus, Iceman, Magma, Jean Grey. So pretty much everybody. Also Jimmy Hudson, who I actually haven't, because I didn't read all the Ultimate stuff. Maybe again, one of you friends in the chat could tell me, why does Jimmy Hudson, who of course we who know him from the regular Marvel universe is James Hudson, aka Vindicator / Guardian from Alpha Flight. Let me know why he got Wolverine-ish claws in this Ultimate Universe, or if he just got them later, or if he was introduced that way with them. I'm just curious. So that's it. Just like I said, nice splash featuring the whole X-Men team. That's it. If you want it, you can either jot it down now, make me an offer now or later. Everything, whatever you want, everything goes. So don't be shy. You can do it by email or at the end of the show, whenever. Okay. And now we are coming upon our buy number 50. So after this is going to be our 10th one. And this is going back into the Hulk series, a great Hulk series for those who didn't read it. Really good. Not only great art, but good, really, really good story. And so here you got a bunch of guest stars featuring, so in the Money Shot panel, you've got Iron Man and Captain Marvel blasting the heck out of the Abomination. And in the bottom tier of panels, you've got Maria Hill of S.H.I.E.L.D., the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and obviously Captain America standing there over the Hulk, who is in the process of transforming back into Bruce Banner. So very nice page, only $250. Nice character selection. All righty. And we are, of course, now with the first 10 gone, we are now officially 1/4 of the way through the show. And let me, as I pop into the chat here, Michael McIsaac, how's it going, man? Good to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Jimmy Hudson is Wolverine's son, who was adopted by James Hudson, I believe. Okay, cool. Good to know. See, I know I can always count on you guys. There's always somebody who's going to know this stuff. I can't read all the comics. It's just not enough time. Too many comics, not enough time. And hey, Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so let us. Well, now that we're a quarter of the way through, let me do my customary. Want to see more of this? Please help by subscribing. Enjoying the show? Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Oh, and I just want to quickly shout out to the newest subs that I noticed. Delay Ajayi, Frank Yang, and Katie and Rust. What up, fellas? Thanks so much, and I appreciate it. There's probably other guys that are newer than you, but of course with privacy settings, I don't get to see the names of everybody who subscribes. So, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. So now we're going to start the second quarter of our show. And with that, that'll be by 51. And this is, again, sticking with the Mark Bagley Hulk run, another fantastic Hulk page, action-packed, featuring the Hulk and his son, the son of Hulk, Scar. So you of course, you got them in all panels. The money shot, of course, features Scar giving the Hulk a left hook, really nice left hook. Left hook, he sends him flying several hundred yards away till he starts bouncing multiple times before rolling and finally coming to a stop in that beautiful final panel. So really, really nice images of both the Hulk and Scar. And yeah, this is as you can see there, it's only $275. So anybody, feel free to make me an offer or grab it anytime you want. It's fine. Alrighty, so let us now move to number by 52, and that is another action-packed Hulk page again for $275 from Hulk 13, and this one features the Hulk with Red Leader, and of course it's the Hulk in the middle of a battle, scrapping it out with one of the. This is, I believe, not a Hulk character. It's a Hulk-like character, but he doesn't have, he's not like Scar or Red She-Hulk. He's not one of those that fall into that group of Hulks, but it's just another character that the Red Leader created that the Hulk is tearing a new one for. I'm getting let me jump back into the comments for a moment here. Oh, okay. Looks like the mega Hulk fan himself, Comic Art Boston. Thank you very much, sir. Picks up another Hulk page, adding some of the better Bagley Hulk action-packed pages to your collection. So it's nice to see. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We got that one. And hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Tell me, Asian Funk Comics. That's what I think. Tell me if it's Asian Funk Comics. And I appreciate you subscribing, bud. I appreciate it. I just saw that today. Thank you so much, man. All righty. All right. Thank you very much again, Comic Art Boston. I appreciate that. Mouth Mullet Hulk. Yeah, he had and that was interesting in that series. Not only did he have it wasn't a mullet. Sorry, it's a mohawk. It's a mohawk, and I mean, I don't know if it really qualifies as a goatee when it's that long, but it's mustache and beard, so I call it a mohawk goatee. He also actually went by the name Doc Green, just for those of you who don't know, rather than the Hulk in that series, which is interesting. But it was a good read. I mean, I read it years ago, so I don't remember all the details of what happened anymore, of course. But it was really enjoyable when I read it. I do remember that. And Mr. Redjack says, is the leader still green but got mad and became red? I don't, because this, I believe, was not his first appearance being red. So I unfortunately don't know why there was Red Leader or how he came to be, man. So sorry, somebody else is going to have to pop in the chat and let us all know. Okay, so I believe that was number 52. That was by 52. Let me see here just to confirm. Yes, that was by 52. All righty, so let's go on to by 53. And we're moving on to Ultimate Spider-Man. And this is from the Clone Saga, from Ultimate Spider-Man 101, page 5. It's $350. And it's a Carnage page. It's one of the rare remaining Carnage pages. Yes, he's only featured in one panel here. In the final panel, as you can see him evading all the shield gunfire. And this is one of only 2 remaining pages that Andrew Hennessy has. I can tell you that right now, that feature Carnage. But this one has the better image, So this is the better of the 2. I guess the second one I think is featuring next week or maybe in the fourth Andrew Hennessy sale. So that's it. I figured I know, even though it's only a cameo, he's not all over the page. I've seen pages with single panel appearances by Carnage Self for this amount. So that's how I got the price on it. But anybody interested, want to make an offer on it, you're more than welcome to. So that's cool with me. Like I said, I'm always more than happy to make deals. I'm always willing to wheel and deal with everybody. My purpose here is, like I said, is for these 4 shows with Andrew Hennessy's art is to put as much of what remains of this, the best of his pages, into new collections. Before he seemingly seems to be taking more and more off the market. So that's where it looks like it's all going. And I just wanted to give people what could be a final opportunity to get any of this stuff. So don't be shy. And for all you, got to keep reminding, for all you guys and gals watching on Rewind, it's not too late for you either. So anything that you see that doesn't get purchased, doesn't matter if you're watching an hour after the live event or a week later, up until the end of the 4th episode of this 4-part show and tell, you can reach out to me and offer me or make claims, and I'll make the art available. Okay. So thanks so much. And thanks for doing that, Mr. Redjack. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. It's getting very close to 100%, so that's always nice to see. So I really appreciate that. And hey, what's up, Jason D in the house? Thanks for dropping by, man. And he's asking, what's the 2 bronze and that's part of my vintage paperback novel art collection. That's something else that I collect that I'm really passionate about, aside from comic art. So I'll actually be doing a YouTube show in the not too distant future related to that. It'll be interesting. I don't know how interesting for you comic guys, but interesting for sure for me and to the guys in that hobby. So that's it. All right. So landscape paintings. Yeah. Racy paperback book cover. Exactly, Rick. Thank you. And past love interest. Yeah, I wish. Nah, I got a beautiful wife. I don't need them to. But all right, let me pop back in here to get back to showing the art. Let's move on now to by 54. And that is another Ultimate Spider-Man DPS featuring familiar supporting characters of the series, of course, Peter Parker, Ben Urich, and J. Jonah Jameson. Listen, like I mentioned last week, guys, I wish I could say I had more DPSs and panel pages that featured Spidey in costume. But, we had, of course, a lot of them at one point, but, we sold them over the years. So those are all long gone. But I figured I'd show the DPSs at least, since they're still attractive and people still do like the supporting characters, at least the more popular ones. So that's it. Hit me up later on if you see any interest in this, or if you want to make an offer. All right. And so before I go to the next one, so the next one is going to be by 55. For those of you who were here last week, I made a little mention about this one that I'm about to show you. And this one coming up is another DPS from Ultimate Spider-Man. It does feature very important supporting characters. And the reason I had mentioned that it's this particular piece is important and more expensive, of course, it's because of the writing. So pay very, very close attention to what's written on the slide, because this is all about the writing. And one of the most famous quotes, the most famous quote attributed to the Spider-Man mythos, and one of the most famous quotes in comics, really. Way up there, even more important than the Green Lantern Oath, of which many people collect. So with that being said, this is a DPS featuring Peter Parker and Aunt May. It's a very, very important point in the Ultimate Spider-Man series, because this is when Aunt May has found out that Peter is Spider-Man, and she's trying to ask him why do you have to do this? You know, you're in high school, you're going to go to college soon. Why do you have to go out there and commit violence? So on and so forth. And he's like, don't worry, Aunt May, I'm going to get, I'm going to major in two different things. I'm going to get doctorates in both. And she's like, but at the same time as you're going to beat up on criminals. And he's like, yes. And she's like, but why? And he says the magic words, because with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And that's in the second to last panel, the large close up of his face right there. And then when you see the final panel, Aunt May saying, Ben used to say that. So, yeah, so there you go. So I, hold on, hold on a second here. Let me jump back into control room's telling me to jump back into the comments. I got a buy 55 from Paul Pappas. And let me, excuse me, fellas. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it. Control room, just so you know, when somebody claims something, yes, it's you show me this. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you. Thanks, Paul. Great buy. 21 panel DPS, exactly. But I gotta admit, like I never really counted them, but a lot of them seem to have quite a few panels. I don't know if as much as that, but yeah. So, okay, Albert. All right, Albert. Okay. I'll get the show on the road. Yes, just for you, Albert. There we go, David. Thank you, David. Very nice. See, come on, man. There we go. You're welcome. I'm happy to own the cover of the issue. Oh, fantastic. So that's even better. So there you go. Great buy, Paul. Hey, Aranga. Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Good. You see control room. Aranga sticking up for you. That's awesome. I'm just yanking their chains. I can't drive 55. Hey, Carl. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. So cool. I would like to see that if you do, for sure. I would love to see that. Okay, cool. So let me jump back out and get to number 56. Buy 56, everyone. That is here a Mark Bagley Venom 158 page. Very creepy yet cool symbiote page with Eddie Brock, as you see him, especially up there in the top panel, with the symbiote just sort of dripping off of him, and you could still see the lower half of Venom's jaw still sort of hanging off beneath Eddie Brock's face, which is kind of gross, but like I said, cool at the same time. And I always love those close-ups of the face, as you see there in the fifth panel, when the symbiote's just like dripping that way. And the way that Bagley has this just an amazing way of making the symbiote feel, very liquidy, the texture of it all, just really, really cool. So that's 275. And yeah, that's it. We'll move on to the next one. But if anybody's interested later, shoot me an offer, shoot me an email, whatever you guys like. All right. Let us move now to buy 57. And this is from Venom First Host. It's $500. It is the splash page that features, if you can see in the foreground in the top left-hand corner, Eddie Brock with, again, the Venom symbiote dripping off of him. And in the middle ground, you see what is essentially the Kree Skrull War all over again, with Malans, a Skrull warrior, fighting against Telkar. And he's a Kree warrior. And for anybody who hasn't read this, Telkar is the series was really fun. It was really amazing because it actually filled in the background. It filled in a lot of background, the backstory for the symbiote, the Venom symbiote. And that Kree warrior is actually the first guy who ever wore the Venom symbiote. It's not Eddie Brock. Let me get into the, control room. Yes, what are you? Okay, I see. Oh, I see here. Paul, buy 57. Awesome. Okay, congratulations. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. Son of a... I'm buying too much already. You haven't bought enough. Not here, anyways. Where are you buying everything else? And the bricks of lore. Yeah, you better believe it. Paul is on fire. Keep it going, Paul. Don't let me down. There you go. See, my wife loves you, CJ. Look what you did. All right. Okay. All right. So 57. Excellent. No, but in all seriousness, I appreciate it, Paul. Thank you. It's a very nice one. And I know you like this stuff. At least you're buying stuff you really love. So that's that's ultimately what's the important thing here. Dino, what up? Go blue. All right. So let's jump out of the chat for a moment to get back to the art, shall we? And let us get out of 57. Here we go. And jump right into by 58, which is a Dale Eaglesham piece. We have now moved into a splash page from Alpha Flight. And it's Alpha Flight versus Attuma and the power of Attuma as he creates I want to say whirlpool, but it's not a whirlpool. Somebody remind me what those things are called. It's not a tsunami. It's not a whirlpool, but whatever those things that happen with torrential storms over the ocean. It's really, really cool, though. And he's basically drowning the entire Alpha Flight team, including Marina, Vindicator, Sasquatch. They're all basically there. Aurora. And I just want to mention for the Dale Eaglesham stuff, just so you guys know, I scanned these in grayscale, and for whatever reason, scans that were scanned in grayscale instead of RGB, when I put them through the software that I use to create these slides, the ink, the software lightens up the ink for whatever reason. Okay, so for all these Dale Eaglesham pieces, the ink is jet black. Okay, so it's much darker than you see there. So just FYI, so you know. Okay, and that's it. So anybody interested later on, now or later, including you people watching on Rewind, email me and let me know, or make me offers, whatever you like. All right. Okay, beautiful. Let us move now to again Dale Eaglesham, but we're jumping back to a character we've seen earlier. But before, hold on one second. Control room is reaching down to Major Tom. And hold on a second. Thanks, Mr. Red Jack. Attuma to appear in the new Black Panther movie. I did not know that. It's very interesting. Okay, so anybody wanting that'll be $500 after the show, not $300. No, I'm just joking, of course. But no, that's interesting. I appreciate that. And we got a buy for 50. Was that 58? This the Attuma splash. Oh, excellent, Comic Art Boston. Nice. Now, did Comic Art Boston get that buy-in before I told him I would put it for $500? I don't think so. I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Boston. You know that. Okay, cool. Thank you. And congratulations. It's a very nice page. Yanking the page. There we go. How's the weather there? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to, Stanley. But perfect. Okay, so 58 going to Comic Art Boston. Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that one. So yeah, what I was just saying before I went to that was that we are continuing with Dale Eaglesham, but returning to a character we saw before, which is the Hulk. A beautiful 3-panel page from the Planet Savage storyline, featuring a fantastic half splash with 2 really nice large bottom panels. And it features the Hulk and this crazy, in the top panel, that is a crazy sort of, I don't even know what it's like, in this savage land that they are all in. It's like all the creatures are way larger than you normally would expect them to be, in real life. It's like a bird-like creature, but all the insects there are also humongous. And it's all the insects are like jumping on that bird-like creature and essentially eating it. And only 2 panels later, they've pretty much eaten it down to its skeleton. So that's what you're seeing there, down there, that bloody skull of that bird creature in the in the third panel. Again, just a quick reminder that the inks on the page are darker than they appear, similar to like when you look in your rear view mirror. They're closer than they appear objects, right? So yes, the inks are darker than they appear, absolutely. Okay. And and Comic Car Boston, yes, the control, they absolutely will. They absolutely will. All righty. Okay, so let me get out of here. Excellent. Perfect. And I am, by the way, I just want to pat myself on the back to say I'm very happy with the speed that we're going at. And I hope you guys are too. And let us just jump into buy number 60. And yeah, I know no cross-gen lovers out there like me, except maybe Chris. But certainly not many cross-gen art buyers. But anyways, I want to show different stuff, and I like to show stuff that I really enjoyed myself, even if I know there's not much interest in it. And just the fact that it's a science fiction series, and this one has beautiful looking dinosaurs. I mean, what kid doesn't love dinosaurs? Come on. Look, there's dinosaurs, like it says. Enough said. But in all seriousness, that's really why I wanted to show it, just because I love dinosaurs, and I know that there are people who buy dinosaur-centric pages in this hobby. Although, of course, I'm also aware that usually those pages also tend to have superheroes with the dinosaurs. So, all right, I can't offer you superheroes. I'm offering you science fiction. What do you want from my life? Anyways, anybody interested in seeing this on Rewind, please don't be afraid to email me. And that is rubenthedealer@gmail.com. All righty, let me just quickly. Oh, I see my daughter's now jumping into the chat. Okay, behave yourself now. Behave yourself. All righty. All right, so just want to mention to everyone that we are now officially, with that one being buy number 60, we have now reached the halfway point in the show already. So I'm thrilled that we're already halfway. So I think we're on pace for me to meet my goal of making this only 90 minutes tops, and hopefully even quicker if we're lucky. So with that being said, and I want to mention, might as well, since we're halfway, just want to mention to all you guys and gals out there that especially for those of you who've been asking, but also those who haven't, I will soon be conducting my show and sell number 5. So the 5th one is going to be I guess what you would call a normal show and sell, not related to Andrew Hennessy's art. That'll be I guess what I call a vintage show and sell. So that'll be an art sale featuring art from various artists with containing pages from the 70s, 80s, 90s, the present. So again, a vintage art show, and that should be, it's not scheduled yet. I'm aiming for 3 to 4 weeks from now ish. So it just depends on various different things, including consigners. And speaking of which, if anybody would love to give me a shot and give me a page on consignment, if you're thinking of selling something or sending a piece into auction or whatever, but maybe don't want to take the chance of the downside that you have with auctions, get in touch with me. We can talk. I don't have that many slots left, of course. Most of the slots are filling up. I have less than 10, I think, left. But let me know if any one of you has interest. All right. And then before we go on to the next lot, my control room is once again telling me that there is an offer here. Let me just Polly P, baby. I like dinosaurs. Well, I would hope you love them, but listen. You're my friend. You're my brother, really, more than my friend. And honestly, you love dinosaurs like me. You absolutely can have it for 300 for sure. It's no problem. And my pleasure to do it as well. And who knows, maybe I can hook you in after you buy. I know you're going to probably buy the issue that the comic that comes from. And if you do, and you maybe take a chance of reading it and you like it, maybe you'll read the series and you'll see if you like it like I did. So, and he's saying hello to you too, of course. And Dino, yes, dinosaurs, baby, dinosaurs. And thank you so much, Dwayne's a pain. Thanks for being here, by the way. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you. And look at that, Paul. She loves you. There you go. Cool. Oh, Nikki B, baby. Nikki B in the house. What's up, Nick? Hey, good to have you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it very much. All right. So with that being said, sure, let us get back to the artwork here, and we're going to continue with by number 61. And we are moving now to, we're continuing with Scott Eaton, but moving to Wolverine Origins. And yes, you see it there written on the left-hand side of the slide. This is inks, original inks over blue line pencils. I will say, though, many years ago, Scott he was selling all his pencils. Not the whole series was not done with pencils and inks on separate boards. Some issues were, some were not. But he was selling these ages ago, his pencils. But the thing about the pencils, guys, is they don't make for very appealing visuals. Well, at least with Scott's pencils on this series. Because as many of you guys have seen with other artists, he obviously is not, he wasn't drawing with the thought of collectors buying the artwork. He was just drawing basically with the understanding that, his pencils are a guideline for the inker to finish the pencils. And so, the pencils had all those little tiny X's that the pencilers are wont to do oftentimes to let the inker know where to fill in solid blacks and all that. So they're just not very attractive. And those pencils, I can tell you, yes, it was a long time ago, but those pencils pages, they all sold, all of them. I'm not going to tell you the range because it's I don't know, I feel bad, but they all sold for like pretty much less than $100. There was maybe a couple of exceptions that sold for over 100, but most didn't because, yeah, they just were not attractive. I, on the other hand, over the last 12 years or so, have sold tons of inks over blue line pencils simply because I've taken the time to explain to people that it's still pencils and inks, whether the original pencils were underneath the inks or a copy of the pencils. There are guidelines, and the guidelines are being inked over and destroyed. So all you ultimately really have are the published inks. So there you go. Anyways, if anybody's interested, you know where to hit me up. Let us move on now to by 62. And this is a page from X-Men 202. And this is from the Endangered Species storyline. And it's a very, very Beast-centric page. And it features the Beast versus Dark Beast. I've priced this according to how several other pages that I've seen featuring Beast and Dark Beast sell for, especially the ones that have really nice images. And these have really, really nice images of both characters. And it became quite an important storyline in the X-Men mythos. As usual with X-Men storylines, of course, you had some people liking it, some people loving it, and some people not so much. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. So really briefly, because I know the comments come in really, really fast here. Let me... Oh, ha. Good one, Jason. Good one. I should keep calling you Albert from now on. Okay. So just a lot of good banter back and forth in the comments. Nothing directed towards me. So that's good. Let us now move on from 62 over to by 63. And this is from X-Men Legacy, number 213. This page features Gambit and Sebastian Shaw of the Hellfire Club. Primarily Sebastian Shaw ripping into the villains. I don't remember him sort of being. I knew he had power. I guess you don't see him fighting often. So I kind of, when I saw these pages, I forgot that he had that much power, that he's that super powered. But anyways, yeah. Cool page featuring him and Gambit. And this is that part of the story where Mr. Sinister is also featured, and he ends up possessing Professor X. And that's why you see at the bottom Gambit seemingly looking like everything's okay, wondering, hey, what's going on with Professor X? And he's hunched over, and that's because Mr. Sinister has basically overtaken him. All right, that's 275. Again, let me know with any interest, either later in the show or later for you guys watching on Rewind. All right, let us move on to Buy 64 now. And that will be 275. It's X-Men Legacy 215. Similar to last week, it's from that same storyline where Cyclops and Professor X are at odds because Cyclops is sick to death of Professor X constantly prodding into his and other people's brains and, planting suggestions and otherwise basically mucking up their brains. And I guess he finally got, sick of it, and he's basically telling him off and telling him to leave him alone. And Professor X is basically like, no, there's still something I have to teach you. Yeah, and there you go. So that's it. Anybody interested, again, like usual, let me know later on. All right, so that's 64. Let us move on now to Buy 65. And this is a really kick-ass page. If nobody wants this, and yes, these are inks over pencils, by the way. Inks over pencils, actual pencils, okay? It's 375. It's of course, this reminded me immediately of X-Men 133. That solo issue of Wolverine versus these Hellfire Club guys. What can I say? It's Wolverine. He's in disguise, dressed like a Hellfire Club. I keep saying guy, but are these guys? Do they actually have a name? Did they ever give these guys names? Are they just Hellfire Club agents, soldiers? I don't know. But anyways, let me know, somebody, if you know. And that's it. So he's infiltrating. Wolverine is. And then of course he gets found out by that guy. Then the jig is up. And yeah, that's it. And then, well, I can't tell you what happens on the next page following, but because the next page is a splash page. It's the splash page to, the end page to the story. And that one I do have available, but that's, I believe, in either next week's show or in the 4th episode. All right. So no takers, no offers, no interest in this. Okay. So what do we got? Marcus, Elite Security from San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, that's hilarious. Cool. What else do we got here? Hold on a second, guys. Let me go to the comments and see what else. How much? Great page. Yeah, man. I don't know. The buyers aren't here for this stuff. Not. I don't have a huge audience. Better than last week though. So thank you for everybody again for who showed up and who's watching. I appreciate all you guys, man. I think so too, Dino. I need a larger audience though. It's all a game of numbers. Obviously, if my channel wasn't so new, if I had been doing these four Andrew Hennessy related shows after I, got some traction and built up, at least 500 to 1,000 subscribers, things would be different, and I know how things go. I know that there's always going to be people that will come across these episodes like weeks down the road and say, oh, I just found your stuff. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know about your channel, blah, blah, blah. And if I'd known, do you still have this stuff available? It happens all the time. That's the story of my life. That's what happens to all dealers. There's always new people coming in, and until they find you, you're not always going to sell this stuff. So, but we'll keep plugging away. And like I said, hopefully, hey, there's still going to be at least 2 more weeks of these Andrew Hennessy focused shows. So if anybody who's watching on Rewind, if you're finding me late, this stuff may still be available. So reach out to me if you're interested, and let me know, and I'll tell you if it is or not. All right. Okay. So let's jump. And hold on before we jump there. Please hit the thumbs up. As Comic Art Boston says, thank you. It does only take a couple of seconds. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that very much. Very much so. And thank you, Dino. I appreciate it. Yeah, listen, we all know it, right? Anybody who has followed other channels, and I don't even just mean comic art channels, comic book channels, sports channels. I mean, I've followed many channels of all different types where I started watching from the beginning, where these guys only had 10 subscribers. And typically it seems, it's really tough at first. And yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why. That's something I haven't been able to figure out yet. Why? It's tough at first. You don't get much push. And then suddenly it just starts, like you say, to snowball. And then all of a sudden, most people a year later, suddenly they're at 1,000 subscribers, so hopefully the same thing will happen, hopefully even quicker, but I appreciate all of you so much. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you're all I can't tell you enough how much I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. I really, yeah, I love it. I love you guys so much. So thank you. All right, so let me jump back in and let me get you here. Okay, so this next item, we're moving on to a Stephen Kurth penciled piece. Okay, now before I show it to you, I know this is technically a recap, but allow me this one, please. So last week, I showed a DPS. Okay, let me show you here because I loaded it up for you guys tonight. I showed you this one last week, okay? And it's from Hulk Let the Battle Begin. And it's the camera's point of view is from behind Bruce Banner, right, in that top widescreen panel. And the camera's looking out of this diner. He's in a diner in the middle of the desert, right? So super remote, and he's basically seeing all the tanks and helicopters from Sergeant, Thunderbolt Ross's army. Basically telling him to come out with your hands up, or else we're going to start firing everything we have at you. And then I mentioned last week that I also had the follow-up page to this, which is the page where it's a half splash. And that's the one that I'm going to show you guys now. So let me get rid of that one. And this is the one where the top half of the page features the soldiers, inevitably, as you would imagine, firing on this diner. And Buddha. They launch everything they have at him. But of course, by the time they do that, he's already turned into the Hulk. And of course, though, he seems to be wrapped in fire from all the artillery hits. So really, really cool half splash. It's kind of a nice 2-part piece. And let me jump back in quick here. Well, that's all they sent for the Hulk. yeah, exactly. Well, they never, Thunderbolt Ross never learned his lesson, though, did he? In all fairness. So there we go. And thank you so much. Thank you, Nick. I really, really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you. And I like 142 for the first time. Thank you so much, bud. I really, really appreciate it. And yes, it's a Hulk torch. But yeah, anybody interested? If it doesn't get claimed today, anybody interested? And if you like it, but maybe you want a deal, if you want to, maybe you want to make a deal for both pieces. Maybe the DPS, this one, right, and the that leads in to this one. By all means, let me know at any time. Make me an offer. We'll make a deal for the whole package if you're interested. Okay. And so excellent. So that's 66. And here we go. Jeffrey C says, Bruce Banner in the DPS to the diner staff. Call an ambulance. Well, but not for me. Exactly. That's why the Hulk kicks ass. That's why he's always been my favorite. All right. So cool. So, all right, let us move on to what do we got here? Number 67. And this is a little bit of DC action. This is by Paul Pelletier. A fantastic, beautiful, beautiful piece. And I know if this doesn't go tonight, I know it just goes to show what a, of course I'm dealing with a small audience and I get it. And again, it's all about the timing. It'll get better. And I know, but man, I love this piece. I love it, love it, love it. For anybody who doesn't know why Robin looks so creepy and scary. He's the Robin from Dark Knight's Metal. And that's the for those of you who aren't aware, actually, that's where this guy comes from. Yeah, the Batman who laughs. And yeah, so very, very creepy, very, very cool. Let me see. Let me put it back up just to show it a little bit more. And jump into the comments because I am getting a note here. What up, Dave? How's it going, Dave? La 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 da. So you're making an offer on 60. Okay, so the half splash, huh? Da 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 da. Okay, guys, give me a second here. Let's just take this off just so you can see me for a moment. Dave, I have to ask you, is there any interest at all that you would want the DPS to go along with it? Yeah, Jake Giant is Dave. Yeah, he's you that's okay. You don't know. He was one of my guests on the Hulk show. Okay. Just letting the control room know who you are, Dave. But yeah, let me know, Dave, while I ponder it, okay? And while I ponder it, let me just get back to the piece I was on. And that was where were we? Numbers, was that 67? Yeah, so 67. So yeah, last chance, guys. Let me know on this. Throw me an offer if you want. Beautiful, beautiful art. Man, I would love to place this with somebody. I love it. So whenever I really love stuff, I want to find homes for it. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if there's anything there. And Dave says no, sorry. Oh, hold on a second, Dave. Give me a second, okay, Dave. Let me just jump forward to Heart. What up? 67. Sweet. Thank you so much, my friend. And congratulations. It's great. Love it. And let me just, for the heck of it, to show everybody, this is the one that Heart bought, everybody. He just picked up 67. Awesome. Awesome. Love it. So glad to have found the home for this, man. So happy. Awesome. Great. Thank you. And good evening, by the way. Good to see you here. So okay, before I go on to 68, Dave, can you do an extra quarter, man? 350? Can you do me 350 since you don't want to take the other the piece that goes with it? Let me know if you can do 350, okay, Ben? I appreciate it. Okay, for now, let me move forward because I don't want to fall behind. And we can get back to Dave after moving on to 68. All right, and oh, sorry, let me move. Sorry about that. I gotta get Heart's thing off this screen. Thank you so much. And control room is now getting back to me. So hold on a second, please, everyone. Let me come back. Sorry, thank you. Let me jump back into the comments. And for some reason, hold on. There we go. Sorry, guys. The comments had actually disappeared momentarily. Okay. Jade Giant, my buddy. Sounds good, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Great buy, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. See, he's complimenting you guys. So I'm throwing it up on the screen so you guys can watch it in case you're not paying attention. Okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. So thank you so much. And CJ says, Dave, Hulk smashing the buy. Comic Art Boston, Dave, that's a great buy. Congrats. Awesome. And Control Room says, thanks, Jade Giant. Yes, that's Dave. Awesome. Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, Albert. Another Albert, Mickey. And for all the comments I leave you, you're rushing me. All right. You know I love you. All right. Okay, so let me jump back in there to satisfy Mickey. And here we go. We are now moving on to I believe, yeah, we'll get back to 68. So it is from Titans 20, page 20. And no Titans here, but it features a great image of Musiamala, Cheshire, and the Brain. And yeah, if you're a Titans fan and a fan of this, it's one of their main villains. Yeah, then this is the page for you. Of course, very villain centric, not hero centric. I get it, but a couple $100, something that's I just wanted to put something that's nice and affordable. So we have Shannon. Okay, excellent, Shannon. First of all, good to see you this evening. Thank you so much. Shannon and I were just speaking a couple of days ago. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Excellent. Glad to place this with somebody. And especially because I don't have a lot of DC. I don't have, and I like to put DC, but I just got to go with whatever I have in Hennessy's inventory. So, yeah. And hey, Chris, what up, man? Good to see you, dude. People love gorillas. They do. They're like, it's just it's like the whole dinosaur thing. They love gorillas. They love dinosaurs. Exactly. All righty. Congrats, Shannon. Thank you. You're very, very welcome, my friend. Thank you so much. And Chris, excellent. Yeah. Oh, and thank you so much, Comic Art Boston. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so let me jump back out into the art zone, and we are now on 69, and I believe we are still with a couple of more Paul Pelletier pages, DC, I believe. Let me see here. Yes, and actually, Shannon, you might be interested in this. Very similar, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. This one is from 2 issues later. And again, a very Brain and Musiamala focused page. No Cheshire, unfortunately, this time. But very cool. Very cool Musiamala and Brain images across the entire page. Just beautiful. I don't want to do any hard sell on it, but I love Paul's work and especially when Andrew has inked them. Just really, really enjoyable stuff. And I wish they would actually work more often together. So if anybody's interested in that one, again, that's also $200. Let me know now or later by email. And we will, with that, move on to what I believe is the final Paul Pelletier page for this evening. And this one is by number 70. It's only $300, and it is a splash page featuring my favorite, along with Cyborg Superman, my favorite DC villain, Deathstroke the Terminator. This is from the Teen Titans Special #1, the Lazarus Contract. It's the final part of that storyline, and where Deathstroke and Flash and Kid Flash, they're just on this page, at least they're falling back out. They're coming through the Speed Force. And of course, on the in that beautiful bottom tier of images, you also get Kid Flash, Changeling, Arsenal, Nightwing, and everybody's most hated Robin, Damian. So I am getting, sorry, let me just jump back into the comments here for a second, guys. Control rooms telling me that I got to get in there. And with Nikki, okay, excellent, Nikki. Hold on, was he first? Oh, sorry, Nick. Sorry. Yes, I have just noticed. Hey, sorry, Nick. But Comic Art Boston claimed it before you. Congratulations, Comic Art Boston. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful page, so I'm glad somebody's putting it into their collection. But yeah, thank you so much to both of you for giving it a shot. I really appreciate that. And let's see, what does Nick say here? Mickey, check out my cat page tonight. Putting up action 1025 cover. Have the cover. Putting up cover tonight. Okay, check that out, everybody. And great page, cool. Yeah, that's your lightning by Paul. And holy crap, we're still late on this one. See, I want to get you one, Dwayne. All right. Well, there's always a future show, or maybe even a future piece in this one. So who knows? But thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. And yes, that was a very nice pickup. All right, so let me jump out of the chat here, get back to the images. And oh, hey, you know what, guys? To both, well, to all of you really, but especially to Comic Art Boston and Nick, just want to mention that I have not in tonight's show, but in either next week's show or the fourth one coming after that. I don't remember. Another killer piece. I mean, much significantly higher price than $300, of course, but killer piece from this same issue. So be on the lookout for that. All right. So with that being said, just want to mention to everyone that we are now 3/4 of the way through the show officially. So I'm loving the time we're making. And that means we are down to our last 10 pieces. So that's really nice. Thanks to everybody for sticking around, and to everybody for buying and just chatting it up and having a good time, man. I really appreciate all of you for doing this. Appreciate you guys all the time. So thank you. So this is the home stretch. Let us move in now to this will be buy 71. And again, just me trying to show some love to CrossGen. And this is also because it's from penciled by my buddy Mike Perkins, and it's a 2-part piece. It's a splash page from Way of the Rat number 19 with all those creepy. That's my favorite part, of course. All the creepy, cool scary skeleton skull monster guys, and of course, CrossGen was famous for creating most of their special effects by telling the artists to do the artwork on two different pages, and then they'd merge them in with computers and create the effects. So that's it. I mean, not much to say. I just really like the fact that it's CrossGen. It was by Perkins, and the fact that it was those skeletons. I love skulls and skeletons, so that's basically why I wanted to show this one. So any interest with that by any chance in the future, or anybody watching on Rewind, of course, you know to get me at rubenthedealer@gmail.com anytime you like. All right. Thank you so much. And with that being said, let us now move on to buy 72. And here we are again with Pablo Raimondi. We had some of his pieces last week. Again, I just wanted to show art from a guy who I really, really love. Hennessy worked with him for a while on various different at least 2 different projects. I just think it's beautiful. I know, most people don't know his name, and I understand that this doesn't have Karnak and Gorgon or Gorgon, however you say, his name doesn't have Black Bolt. But Raven and Triton are looking for Black Bolt on this page, and that's why you see that. What do you call it? That little effect that goes across Raven's face in that bottom panel. What you see basically on that blip you see on the computer when you're looking for a heartbeat, so to speak. And that's that's the point in time where they're searching the cosmos for Black Bolt, and they finally detect the sound, and they know that it's him. So that's only 2 1/4. If anybody is interested, of course, to reach out to me. All right, so let us move on from that. That was buy 72. So we're moving on now to buy 73. And this is a $450, I guess 60% splash, if you will. It's from Avengers Academy, but it's a killer half, if you want half splash, whatever you want to call it, but a killer splash panel featuring the entire team. So you're not gonna even get that on most of the covers, if any. And it features all of them. So I guess a 2/3 splash is what you would want to call it. It also features Tiger. I know there's some Tiger collectors out there, although she's in the background in the main panel where the whole team is. But I thought, the colors don't do it any favors. Not a fan of those colors. It makes it kind of hard to see, what's in the background. But just wanted to offer an Avengers related title with a really, really great image, and for a reasonable price. So that'll be it. Don't need to do any more hard sell. Let me just quickly though pop back into the chat. Just want to see what you guys are doing. All right, you guys are doing okay, chatting amongst yourselves. Cool. Very, very nice. Let me just also quickly put up my here for this is for Nick, guys. Nick's got a great fun show that also focuses on trying to bring in new collectors to the hobby. It's Friday nights at 7. Okay, it's the Original Art Experience, and you can find that at youtube.com/the exp. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Eastern time, Fridays. And it's a really fun show, actually. He's done a great job building the channel, building that show over the last year. And him and Kyle, his tech guy, they do a great job with it. And it really is a fun show. They say it all the time. It's a great way to end the work week. It really is fun. And that's why I show up too. But they also show affordable art, really, really affordable art, just like I'm trying to do here. Good for both entry-level collectors and veterans. So that's what we're both trying to do a little bit of here. And so go check them out. So that's it. So let me just pop back in here into the art and put by 74. And okay, bear with me. I know not big fans last week, so probably not going to be big fans this week. But bear with me, because I still love this art team. All right. So by 74 is the cover to Aquaman #9, with Aquaman bruised, bloodied, and battered in the water, getting the life choked out of him by a sea creature of some kind. Not much to say other than the fact that it's quite dynamic and suspenseful. And I've always loved the Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy team. They're just really, really great. And hey, for anybody interested, just for reading purposes, this Rebirth storyline, it was really fun. So if you're just looking for something different, reading a character that you're not used to usually reading, this was a fun series to read. All right, so going from there into the next one, because once again, yes, it is a Aquaman cover, another dramatic and suspenseful cover by the team of Walker and Hennessy, and beautiful artwork. And again, this is the cover to Aquaman #22, and it features a whole bunch of creepy, cool baddies trying to get to the weapon that's about to go off. It's like I guess, bomb, if you will, before Aquaman gets to it. So very, very nice. But as with anything else, for those of you watching now or watching later on repeat, if there's any interest, of course, let me know at rubenthedealer@gmail.com. And, make me an offer. Well, I'm ready to make deals, okay? Before Andrew Hennessy puts this art away into his collection permanently. Okay. And with that, we have now gotten to the final 5 pieces. And I'm glad to know that we're still continuing making really, really good time. And so this continues with the Brad Walker art. Again, not much interest last week for the titles, but I love it. And who knows, maybe eventually, if I keep putting it in front of enough people, somebody who's looking for this stuff will actually find it, and we'll make a connection. So this is 1750. It is the cover to Demon Hell is Earth #2. Of course, again, by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy. It was a really, really, just the artwork's beautiful in this run, and a really, really fun read as well. Jason Blood and the Demon are actually split into 2. So both characters are featured separately, but together, running around in hell. Along with Merlin and Madame Xanadu. So it was very, very, very fun series for anybody looking to read something different that they don't normally do. So jumping from that, we're going to stick with Demon only because it's a killer half splash. Come on, guys. This is the Jack Kirby's The Demon. I may buy this one. This is the one I've been eyeing myself. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That one's coming next. Before I show that one, I forgot that this is a Demon Splash with featuring him against this scary serpent. That's $300. It's from issue 4 and it's page 4. And there you go. And that's an image of Jason Blood right next to him, right next to the Demon. on the upper left hand side. All right, and let me move on from there and go directly to the half splash I was just mentioning. Oh, sorry, I'm my mistake. See, I spoke too soon. Sorry. I guess that one is probably next week. But this is a full splash, so this is even cooler. And as I mentioned before, there you see Madame Xanadu, and right beneath her you see Jason Blood, and of course you all see Etrigan the demon. And yes, they're in hell fighting Belial's hordes. Belial being the demon's father. So very, very cool splash. There's nothing much to say. It's $400. Not much to say. Obviously, the price is right for this. The art's amazing, but of course, you know, the person for this obviously has to be here, which I'm guessing they are not. So, but anybody who happens to catch this on Rewind, as usual, you know, like I always say, please don't be shy to make me an offer later after the show. And make me offers if you want. You can hit me here, as you see on screen, at rubenthedealer@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll be happy to work with you. I'll do my best to make deals happen for you. Okay, I just want to put stuff in your collection. So, all right. So with that being said, let us now move to, I believe that was 78. So let us move to 79, and we stay once again with Brad Walker from his and Hennessy's detective run. And it is a really cool page featuring the Arkham Knight, where the Arkham Knight is literally stepping on Batman's head. He's got Batman's head under his boot heel, literally. And as you can see that in the first and fourth and fifth panels. So really nice images of Batman, not in a position that you normally find him in. So very cool for anybody who read this story arc. It was a lot of fun. Or anybody who read the other two arcs, or was it one arc? Well, especially the Joker War story arc that Walker and Hennessy did. Really beautiful stuff. And I just wish they could have stayed on the title longer. But that's $300. So anybody interested at any time, just email me. Hit me up whenever. All right. And here we go. We are now down to the last one. So thank you all for, again, showing up tonight, hanging around, chatting it up in the chat. I love that from you guys. That's what makes these shows. I've always said it. The chatter is keeping the show alive, man. I really appreciate that. So thanks to all of you. And again, thanks to all you people watching on Rewind as well. It's much appreciated. All right, so let us get to the last piece of the evening for tonight. And it is, again, sticking with Andrew Hennessy, of course, but Brad Walker pencils. This is Heroes for Hire. This is a $350 page. It is a really killer panel page featuring the Scorpion with just fantastic, the top half being two awesome panels featuring the Scorpion just going nuts on Spider-Man. Has him in his clutches. And I really have to say, I really like this version of the Scorpion with that big metallic costume. Much better than that sort of, I don't know, I guess the old one is a little bit too antiquated and dated. This one looks scary. And on the bottom half, you see Paladin, or do some of you say Paladin? But yeah, really cool piece. I think one of only my final two pieces from this series that has any Spider-Man appearances on it. So yeah, that once and the one after this will be showed. I don't know. I believe it's the week after. I believe it's next week or on the fourth show. But that one is unfortunately for most of you. I don't mind much myself, but that one will be nice Spidey images, but it is inks over blue line pencils. So as far as inks and over pencils on the same page, this is the single and only last final page by Walker and Hennessy that I have with Spider-Man on it. Okay, so that is that. And anybody interested, like I said, hit me up later. let me just really quick, you guys, before you go, to you guys who bought stuff. Well, of course, those of you who bought stuff last week, of course, you don't have to. You can email me, of course. You don't need to. Let me know about whether you want me to hold the art or not. I know, of course, if I'm already holding art for you, of course I'm gonna hold art. You don't need to give me your shipping address and phone number again, of course. But just email me tonight to let me know the buy and lot numbers, the buy numbers, I should say. And of course, I will get back to you real soon. And hold on, let me just, while I come back to you guys, jump back into the chat. And so sorry, by the way, I love you guys in the chat. You know I do. So sorry that it's hard to run a sales show and also be able to interact a lot with you chat guys, because I can't see the chat at the same time that I'm focusing and talking about the artwork. So I know I'm missing a lot of comments, but just know this, that I always rewatch in full all the shows that I produce, just so I can see the comments later on. So I'll get you, if not now, I'll get you on rewind. So thank you so much for contributing. I really appreciate it. And let me just I know the control room is letting me know that I've got to address something, and I that's fine. I'll get to that in a moment. But thank you guys. Thank you. I just want to highlight some of your art, just want you to see that I am making an effort to get to you guys. Blue says, hey, Blue, by the way, good to see you. Any Bagley, just rewind, my friend. Rewind, and you will see that the first, I don't know, 15 pieces or so are Bagley. So just rewind and look through them, okay? And then when you do that, here, do that, and then you can email me here, rubenthedealer@gmail.com. All right? And yeah, let me know whatever you're interested in. We can do some deals, okay? Let me go back in here. And thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it. Thank you. And there's my daughter doing a great job in the control room. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dave. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm glad too, Carl. And I'm glad you showed up. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you too, Dino. I appreciate you, bud. Aranga, I love the format and pace of the show. Hope you gain more traction, onwards, even more success. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I do too. And so control room, show me where. Okay. Hold on. Oh, DJ. Thanks, bud. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Good. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Oh, Robert. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Oh, and so sorry, Paul, offer 51 and 62. Okay, we got a final offer. So 51, remind me what 51 is? Oh, okay. So Hulk 7, Beastie Boys pages. Okay, hold on. Let me go and look at them. Okay, so for 51 and 62. Let me see. So it is 51. Oh, okay. So that's two. Oh, okay, that's the good Hulk page. That's so for 275. And then number 62, is that right? 62. And that's 375. So that's 650 if my math is right. And you're offering how much, Paul? Oh, you're killing me, dude. Come on, bro. Come on. Make it, come on. 5.25, Paul, if you're still there. Come on, 5.25. Let me know anyways. We can talk privately. So 5.25. But yeah, email me. We can definitely talk privately. Okay, my control room's letting me know that there is another. Oh, hold on. Give me a second, guys, here. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Thank you. And also, hold on. Let me get back in the chat so I can get rid of the comment. Sorry. Okay, so there's another one. Above that one?
Yes.
Okay, sorry guys, but there is actually another offer that had come in.
That's a Paul.
Okay, by Paul. Man, I didn't see you tell me about that. Okay, number 80. Oh, okay. So at the end. So let me see. Okay. So yes, on that one, I'll take the offer, Paul. So yes, you got yourself a deal at 300 for buy 80. Heroes for Hire 8, page 7. I appreciate that, bud. Appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. So yes, we'll do that one, and I guess we'll talk. We'll let you see. I'll wait to see what you say about the other one. So thanks again, guys. I guess that if there's no more offers that need to be addressed. Okay, I see. And this one I see. I didn't need the control room, Paul. All right, 525. All right, man. I appreciate it, bro. That's you're too funny, man. I do appreciate it. Thanks, bro. You got it. You got yourself a deal. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Hit me up later. Just email me later. We'll talk. Okay. Cool. Thanks, man. All right. So thank you all. Thank you. And thank you, Rick. Yes. Congrats to everybody. Thank you, Rick, again for showing up. And Jay Giant trying to push me into doing the deals. Volume discount. Yeah. I need more volume though. Let's do more volume. But listen, he went for it. I think it was a fair price. Let's be honest. So thank you very much, everybody. Again, next week, I've scheduled my third show. The third Hennessy show is next week. And so that'll be here. Let me show this. All right. So that'll be July 17th. Actually, my daughter's birthday. We will be at a safari on that day, but it's an hour away, and we will be sure to come back early enough so that traffic doesn't stall us and keep us from being here with you guys next week. So again, thank you. And to those of you who haven't subscribed, boy, I would love to keep gaining some traction. If you've enjoyed the show tonight, please consider giving me a subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's already subscribed. And that's it. I'll see you, all of you, next week at 8 o'clock. Same time, same bat channel. All right. Thank you so much. Love you all. Appreciate it, man. Peace.